So in my last Neiro video, I mentioned this trade over here at around 16 to 17, and yeah, this trade worked pretty well. You can see that after I gave that trade, price went, price went, first of all it went up, and it went till 28% profit, like 2166, and after that it came down to the break even entry over here, and then it pumped back to around 38%, and this was, you can see that it pumped till 23 to 220, which was our first target. And I clearly mentioned in the last video that my first target would be 23, and this was very easy trade. And yeah, many of you guys DM'd me about the profit, and yeah, I told them that you should book at least half of the profit at the top over here, because this was a clear cut resistance. And yeah, after that price went down because this was a crash. This crash happened due to BTC, and the altcoins needed to drop. And after that, if you guys re-entered around it, your SL would have been hit, but the SL was very small. So currently we'll talk about what can happen in the market right now. I gave you a 38% right, and let's just see what can happen in the upcoming days. So we in the daily time frame, you can see that we were actually holding this trend line over here. Before that, I should just tell you that I gave a recent Bitcoin long in my Telegram channel over here, and I'm clearly making around 900% profit in that trade. And yeah, this is that trade. I took it around from $50, and I made around $400-500. Okay, so 832% profit is there. This trade was posted in my Telegram. Make sure you join the Telegram. Okay, so let's just go into the video. The main thing about Neiro is that this trend line has been broken, and this has happened previously also, but this is something different. So the something different part is just this one. Okay, let me just explain. From this low over here to this high over here, we are currently holding the golden pocket region. So I'd like to draw this region over here with a clear cut confirmation of support as well as resistance. So let's just draw this line over here. We'll just draw. And yeah, let me adjust the rectangle to the below part. We'll see that this rectangle is extended to 14 to 16 level over here, and I'll just delete the fib extension part. So this is a clear cut support. Okay, so the next thing what we would like to see is this one over here, this support over here, and this is a very clear cut support. So what we are seeing here is that this rectangle or either this rectangle should act as support for Neiro. Let's just delete this one because I don't think this is very relevant. This is a very good one. Okay, so let's just do one more thing. We will take from this low over here to this high over here, and we'll see where this stops. So the golden pocket now shifts to around this level from 13 to around 1391 to around 1292. Let's just adjust the box over here. So this is a clear cut picture perfect trade. Why? Because from the listing low to the highest point, we get the golden pocket around 14, and we clearly came towards it. We clearly came to 1431, but we didn't touch the box yet. So maybe Neiro drops further, maybe the market corrects, maybe anything can happen. Maybe it just doesn't want to go there. Maybe it doesn't want to go there, maybe it does pump. So what are the likely scenarios? Let me just explain to you further. So what I would do in the daily time frame, I would extend this trend line and make it more clean. So this trend line is over here. So this is clearly looking like a fake out. This broke down, although this broke down, but if the daily candle closes above this level, like 1750 to 1741, 17 or 18 perhaps, you can see that after this reclaim over here, this would clearly be a fake out, and we would still again open a long position, and with a stop loss around like this. Let me just adjust. Let me just tell how you can take this trade. You will just put a stop loss below this low wick over here, 20%, and then you can just trade till the highest point, because this now the risk to reward is insane, guys. Why? Because the profit would be 80% and the loss would be around 20%. So you can put some part of your portfolio, like if you have like $100, you can put $10 in it. You would lose only $2 if the trade goes wrong. You would make around 80%, that means $8. Your $10 would be $18. So this is the perfect risk to reward if you want to gamble into Neiro Octo. So the next thing we would look at is liquidity of Neiro. Let's see where Neiro liquidity is sitting at. Let's just see it on this one. Okay, the main thing is very important. The liquidity is plays a very important part role of the market making. We can see around 16. Let's just adjust this to the highest point, that is the 3-month range over here. We'll see a very fascinating thing, that majority of longs have been taken out of the market, and there could be an easy, point to just go upward. Okay, so this crash was nowhere, but this it came back to take out this 85 million of delta. This was a lot of delta in narrow longs. People were longing this dip over here, people were seeing this trend line. So the first thing that clicked my mind was everyone was seeing this trend line, everyone would be taking this trade. Now the market has shifted, taken out all the longs. This would be the perfect area to long. Why? Because it has taken out all the long participants and all the leverage longs have been taken out, and now the market can go anywhere it wants to. It is free to move. Okay, so this is what my analysis says. Also, we'll look at the RSI and let's just see what the RSI tells us. Let's just put the RSI and we'll see in the RSI in the daily or as well in the 4-hour, we have clearly not bottom fully. Let's just see in the 1-hour time frame, we clearly bottom one in the 1-hour time frame around 14. This was a clear cut trade, but yeah, anything's yeah, it's actually a good area to long in narrow. Why? Because the daily RSI is trying to go above 50, and the daily price action looks bullish, very very bullish, because it has taken all the longs out of the market, because this was a clear support and they have taken all the longs, and then it is trying to reclaim. Now when you will enter this trade, when the daily closes above this, if this daily closes in an engulfing manner. So that would be my analysis. Make sure you join the Telegram channel, link will be in the description of this video. I'll see you guys in the Telegram. Bye bye.